Leadership means that somebody's depending on you. I think sometimes we get it confused that leadership is being able to tell somebody what to do. But no. Leadership is service. If somebody else is feeding you, we not there yet. You got some growing to do. You got some maturing to do. You got some work to do. While you dreaming, you need to be working. Okay? Work. We can't get around this topic right here. This is foundational right here for men and for kingship. We cannot skip to being kings without a work ethic and without a body of work that proves that we are reliable, that proves that others should be dependent on us. That takes time, but it takes work. A lot of it. Welcome to the Broken King podcast. We back at it one more time, one more again. And we got a very important subject to discuss today. This subject is it's gonna be something that, it's gonna be a hard conversation, man. This is gonna be a one-on-one, mano-y-mano, real talk. Because we got a lot of kings out there that haven't graduated to full kingship because this is an area in which the effort ain't there. And so, effort is something that is completely under your control, right? You have full control over how hard you try. No one else. So your effort is it's your focus, the amount of energy and time that you put into what you're doing. That's what I'm talking about when I say effort. And this is an area that we're lacking big time, and we got to get it right. We got to get this together. Okay? You can't be no king without no work ethic. You can't be a king and be lazy. Right? Leadership means that somebody's depending on you. I think sometimes we get it confused that leadership is being able to tell somebody what to do. But no. Leadership is service. Leadership is much bigger than we typically comprehend and can understand. It's a responsibility. It's not just a title or authority. So we got to get into this thing because what we talking about today is work, right? Work. You can't be no king without work. If you don't work, you don't eat. If somebody else is feeding you, we not there yet. You got some growing to do. You got some maturing to do. You got some work to do. Right? Work. Listen, I know that we're in an age and time where everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, wants to be able to call their own shots, wants to be able to just, control their own destiny. And that's great. But I'm going to tell you, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream, right? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you ain't putting your hands on some money, then at the end of the day, what you planning on doing don't make no difference in the world. It's just a dream, right? While you dreaming, you need to be working, okay? Work. We can't get around this topic right here. This is foundational right here for men and for kingship. First of all, you're not even fully a man until you can take care of yourself, which means work, pay your bills, have somewhere to stay that you pay for, right? We grow up in mama house, daddy house, and they taking care of us. Even if you working and making a little money, at the end of the day, If you in their house, you got to play by their rules. You got to you got to follow their direction. We talking about kingship, right? We talking about manhood plus the maturity and wisdom and all these other things on top of it. We can't just keep handing out this word king to just any and everybody, man. If you are being taken care of by somebody, then it's okay. I'm not here demeaning anyone. But what I want to clarify is that as a man, to really be the leader that you are born to be, you're gonna have to work, man. You're gonna have to work and be able to take care of business, take care of bills, take care of, you know what I'm saying, a place to stay, your transportation, your food, right? As long as we're dependent on someone else, we are dependent, man. You know, you do your taxes at the end of the year. You know, if you got kids that you feed, right, that you give a place to stay, you can put them down as your dependent, right? As a king, right? We not nobody's dependent, man. At the end of the day, we got people depending on us. It all starts. It all starts with work because without nothing, you don't have nothing. Nothing plus nothing equals nothing. So we got to start with having a work ethic and putting the effort into making money, however we can legally, right? We can't afford to be moving a certain kind of way and get caught up and get taken away from our responsibilities, from our kids, from our future, from this all these opportunities out here in the world to be taken away from that. We can't afford that. So that means, I talk in another video about humility. That means that we're gonna have to humble ourselves. No matter where we at, we need to find somewhere where we can go make some money, right? We can make some money. That way we can pay for our own spot, right? Then we can pay for our own transportation, pay for our own food, right? That's ground level manhood right there. Responsibilities, being able to take care of yourself and your responsibilities. It starts there. And I'm telling you, a lot of men are overthinking it. We trying to figure out this and trying to figure out that, when the reality is you just need to first off find somewhere to work and put your hands on some money consistently. You got to have the means to be able to take care of yourself. And it starts with earning money, right? And I'm going to say it again, legitimate money. Because that fast money, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a liability if you're going to be a king out here in this world. It's a liability because it can take you away from your kids in the wrong situation and the wrong scenario go down. So we got to keep our nose clean, you know what I'm saying, as true leaders that people are depending on, not just right now, but for the years to come. We got to be accessible, and that means we got to be here. We got to be free. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, work, work, brother. Listen, be humble enough to work wherever you can right now, and then when you're able to do better, go do better. But you got to start with something, man. You got to start with that, whatever that number is that sound like it ain't enough. I I don't care. Go make you some money, and then work on making more money. Then work on having multiple streams of income. It takes a work. It takes work ethic, and true entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurs will tell you this. It is more work working for yourself than it is clocking in and working for somebody for a certain agreed upon amount of time. It is much more work. And so if you just somebody that don't want to work, it's not going to work whether you work for somebody else or working for yourself. It's not going to work if you don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this right, man. Let's get this understood right now. This is foundational stuff we talking about. This is 101 when we talking about manhood. Okay? We cannot skip to being kings without a work ethic and without a body of work that proves that we are reliable, that proves that others should be dependent on us. That takes time, but it takes work, a lot of it. So embrace it. If you are working and grinding right now and you got these feelings like, it's more to life than this and that, it is. Life isn't just about working, but you doing the right thing if you're working. You doing the right thing if you pay your own bills. You doing the right thing if you taking care of yourself. And so we know that the decisions that we have to make on a day-to-day basis, sometimes we have to make sacrifices. That's part of it. Nobody is living a life that they completely dreamed of, minus any hardship, minus any downsides. It's pros and cons to everything, right? But understand that if you're working, you're doing something right. Okay? So keep working. If you're not working, go find somewhere to work. Start taking care of yourself. Stack your checks. Go get you somewhere to stay where you pay. You know what I'm saying? For that apartment or that house or whatever it might be. Go get yours, right? Feed yourself. Pay for your own transportation. Be 100% independent, okay? Work is what gets us from being dependent to independent. Independence is manhood. And being able to take on responsibilities like kids and a girlfriend or wife and all these other things is also a responsibility. And so it's gonna be more work. So, fellas, get your grind on, man. Nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream, man. Get out there and work.